Let's have a life lesson for every rapper just to start. So many of y'all know, because we've been in this world, this music community since like since like 2015 or so, maybe even early, like high school, like the early days, Thousand Man Funny and Lucky and whatnot, and Warhol, but like didn't really start making videos and getting like super tapped in until like 2016, let's say. But regardless, one of the big things is music leaks, and that's become a huge thing as the internet has developed, because there's like TikTok and social media, and like there's so much access to artists that like now that it's so easy to drop music and post on SoundCloud, like it almost doesn't feel like very exclusive anymore. Whereas SoundCloud you felt like it was for the fans before, whereas now like that's just how artists start. So now what does that become? It's become leaks, where like if you're a super fan, you're listening to leaks, you're listening to snippets, you're listening to leaked snippets. And so that's what's happening to Osamason right now. His entire we saw more than just music leaks. We're not going to get into that because I don't want to disrespect bro, but they got his whole entire catalog. Like, y'all thought labels were stealing artists' masters royalties? Nah, these leakers, they own these rappers basically. How? I don't know. Probably clicked on a link, and then ever since then, they're into every single email. They don't even know. It's like a Trojan horse. And so he might get a new phone. He might get a new SIM card. He might even, I don't even know, change his name and birth certificate and just, I don't know. So he might change literally everything. They still got it because they got one email that connects to everything else. It's unfortunate, but that's just how the game works. So Osamason, all his music continues to leak. And then because of that, he took Psychotic, his upcoming album, which I was actually pretty hyped about because the trailer looks so cool. But usually his visuals are on point. For the last album too, Jump Out. Previously, Osama Season, and then what was the last one? Flex Season. Like he kills it with the visuals. I think that's why he's so good, because it matches really well with like the music too. It just makes you feel like you're on drugs. So as I was saying though, he was teasing Psychotic, his upcoming album, and then leakers leaked Demon Home or whatever the leak was. Y'all know I don't keep up with that anymore. I'm way too old for that. I got like bills and shit to pay. However, he took Psychotic out of his bio, so everybody was talking about how he scrapped the project, all because of a couple of leaks. But here's the learning lesson that I was talking about from the very beginning. We all know Cardi, Uzi, Trippy, Juice, whatever. Like the fans do not care if the leaked music or if the songs they release is leaked. I mean, yes, some people complain like, bro, like we wanted new songs or whatever, but like y'all are such a small proportion of the fan base. Like it does not matter. In fact, it almost, as we've discussed, if it leaks and so many people like the leak, now you don't even got to do marketing for it, because the leak, like the whole exclusive factor of the leak, already did the marketing for you. So just drop it and get the streams and actually get paid for your music. It's really that simple. So I don't understand why artists, just because music is leaked, like now they're like, oh man, I can't drop it anymore. It doesn't make sense to me. It's like, why do you not want to make money? Especially because the video we watched yesterday, and it was somebody who's not even really tapped into the music industry like that, but he definitely knew what he was talking about, where he listens to leaks and he's saying the problem with Uzi is that some of his best songs are leaked songs, except he just doesn't officially release them. And so now his career is kind of like in the air. Nobody knows what's going on. Of course, Uzi's a legend, but people don't really think Uzi's all that good because all of his best songs are leaks. The shit that he drops is utter garbage. He might as well just not have released Eternal Take Two, you know? Pink Tape was okay. It had metal songs on there. Why? I don't know. He was probably started the Whippets at that point. But yeah. So then there was a producer, allegedly a producer, who tweeted, or sorry, he posted on his Instagram story about the Osamason project. Apparently he's produced like 1 or 2 songs of Osamason, probably from a YouTube beat or something like that. But the reason I say that is because of something we'll get into a little bit later. He self-snitched, basically claiming that he was clout chasing. It's okay. We all do it. It happens, man. I get it. But he said, hope y'all leakers know y'all just got a whole album scrap. Thanks. It's not like people rely on their art to make money or anything. And it's like, okay. Any fan can say that, you know, he might not know specific information. However, somebody DM'd him and then they asked, you talking about Osama? And he said, sadly. So it almost like insinuated that he had somewhat of specific information about the Osama camp, like what was going on. And it kind of correlated with him taking psychotic out of his Instagram bio as well. However, again, I don't know why you would scrap an entire project just because one song leaked or a couple songs leaked. Like, I'm sure Osamason in the studio like every day, and you know, you got probably records like 3 songs every session, or I don't know, at least 5 songs a week. Of course, not all of them are going to be bangers, but I'm sure he's got shit in the vault. Even Duty claims that Osamason leaks are like top tier, like Cardi level. Now, I'm not going to go that far, but I'm just saying, like, he's probably got hella shit. It doesn't even matter. And again, you can release leaked music. Now, this guy self-snitched and he quote tweeted it, being like, yo, like, I've only produced like 1 or 2 songs of his. Like, I was talking out my ass. And then I think even We Gonna Be Okay quote tweeted this right here. He quote tweeted my tweet. It was like, who even is this? So that tells me that actually the Osamason album might be chilling and it still might be coming out, you know? So it could just be a little bit of drama of like, and I know this happens because I've seen it before. Like, who's the mole? Who's the mole? Because producers and studios do be selling songs, you know, like, you're selling a studio session for $60 an hour or whatever it is to a rapper, but like they leave a leak on your computer. Imagine Juice WRLD is at your studio. Shit, some of these Juice WRLD leaks go for like 20 racks. Bro, it's like, Juice, you can have the whole studio for free, dog. Just use that. Like, we'll order you food, we'll order you everything. You just chill here all day. Just record on our computers. And then they just like wipe the whole thing and sell everything for 100 racks. That would be the easiest lick whatsoever. Maybe that's a good business model. Just have a free studio, but only like big rappers can go there and just sell all their leaks. Maybe that's what I gotta do. But yeah, Osamason's chilling. I don't think the whole thing's scrapped. We Gonna Be Okay. Just in my head confirmed it. It's not a full confirmation, but just we gonna be okay. Osamason fans gonna be okay.